So what if you could completely, and I mean completely, reinvent your life in just 6 months? It's a wild idea, right? That in just half a year, you could totally hit the reset button. Well, today we're going to break down two very different blueprints for how to do exactly that.
I mean, think about that for a second. How much can really change? There's this saying that we tend to overestimate what we can do in a day, but we radically underestimate what we can pull off in 6 months of focused effort. So, if the potential is that huge, how do you actually tap into it? Okay, so we're looking at two popular roadmaps today. One is from Celestrina Calleja, and the other is from mindset coach Rob Dial. Now, both of them promise a massive life change in that 6-month window, but here's the kicker. Their core philosophies, the very foundation of their plans, are polar opposites. And I'm not exaggerating. On one side, you have this call to connect, to find your tribe, and on the other, a command to just completely disappear. This is the central conflict we're digging into. Two totally different paths leading to the same goal. So let's break them down.
All right, first up we have Celestrina Calleja's approach. We're calling this one the aligned commitment. And this path is really a journey that starts from the inside and works its way out. It's all about getting your internal world straight before you take on the external one. Her method is a pretty structured 6-step process. It starts with taking a really honest look at where you are right now. Then it helps you figure out where you actually want to go. From there, it's all about looking at your daily habits, your environment, and then just starting to take small, consistent actions, all while being surrounded by people who've got your back.
Now, the absolute heart of Calleja's whole method is finding what she calls your northern star. This isn't just some goal, okay? It's a super personal, crystal clear vision of the life you want. The question she poses is so powerful. If you had total permission to want whatever you wanted, what would you really do? That vision, that becomes your guide for every single decision you make for the next 6 months.
So, how do you actually get to that giant northern star? Well, Calleja argues that big, lasting change doesn't happen with some giant leap of faith. Nope, it comes from micro-momentum. Think of it like a chain reaction. These little daily wins, these small, intentional actions, they build on each other, creating a ripple effect that makes that massive vision feel, actually possible, one tiny step at a time.
Okay, now let's flip the script completely. This is Rob Dial's plan, and we're calling it extreme isolation. If Calleja's approach was about getting internally aligned, Dial's is all about intense, focused, external action.
Dial's plan is way more condensed. We're talking 3 brutally effective steps. That's it. It starts with getting super clear on your goals, but then it immediately pivots to something really tangible, acquiring a high-income skill, and then just executing on that plan with absolutely zero distractions.
So how does Dial get you to achieve that laser-like clarity? He uses this really powerful technique called future pacing. With this, you don't just think about your goal. You actually sit down and write a detailed story from your future self as if you've already done it all. This makes the goal feel real, and it basically gives you a roadmap, just in reverse.
Now, the absolute centerpiece of Dial's plan is mastering one of these high-income skills. He's super practical about this. For 6 months, you pour every ounce of your energy into becoming an expert at something like running Facebook ads, or SEO, or maybe e-commerce, something that can directly and quickly change your financial situation.
To maintain that crazy, relentless focus, Dial gives you this one simple, but honestly pretty ruthless question to ask yourself, constantly. Is what I'm doing right now getting me closer to my goal or further from it? Watching Netflix? Probably moving you further away. Studying that new skill? Closer. It's a filter for everything you do. So we've got these two paths, right? But this is where they truly collide. The fundamental disagreement here is about the role other people play in your transformation. Do you need a team, or do you need to go it all alone?
Calleja basically says your environment is everything, so you have to intentionally build it. The psychology here is that if you surround yourself with people who are on a similar path, it validates your own goals and makes them feel possible. Dial's advice? Yeah, it's the exact opposite. His logic is that friends, family, social stuff, it all creates decision fatigue and drains your willpower. By cutting it all out, you save all your mental energy for that one thing you're trying to master.
So, after breaking down these two totally opposing ideas, the real question isn't which one is right. It's which one is right for you. Are you the kind of person who gets energized by community, who thrives on that shared vibe? Or are you someone who needs that monk-like focus to really get things done?
Let's just boil it all down.
Kalea's path is all about internal alignment, and it's fueled by community and those small daily wins. Dial's path is about mastering an external skill, and it's fueled by solitude and just intense immersion. You know, when you really look at it, one is about becoming who you want to be, while the other is about building the life you want.
And that leaves us with the ultimate question you have to ask yourself. When you decide you're going to rebuild everything in 6 months, is the secret to find your people and draw strength from them? Or is it to completely disappear, only to come back when the work is finally done? The answer probably says a whole lot about who you are and maybe who you're about to become.